I have just bought the cheapest BMW E46 M3 in the country, and there's a very clear reason why. Someone is not a very good driver, and we've got to fix it. So we have a appreciating asset. This is the 3.2 litre, 338 horsepower, rear wheel drive monster. It has been my dream car for many, many years, and I am absolutely buzzing to get this thing driving and ready to go. But there is a key reason as to why it might not be as fast as it used to be. There's no fucking engine. Not only is there no engine, we've also hit a lamppost.
What an idiot! Oh, what a loser! Good!
Yeah, this is going to be really fun to fix, isn't it? With my bodywork experience that I don't have. We also have no exhausts. This is not going to be a quick turnaround. We're going to be doing loads of videos on this, I guarantee it. Not only have I got to put an engine in a car, which I've never done before, fix all the bodywork, get this thing running, even if that engine runs, and hopefully we can bring this car back to its former glory. These are rare, they're getting expensive as well, and it would be an utter shame if this ended up in the scrap heap. So hit that like, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out every time I bring a new episode out. This is going to be a fun one. Let's go. Thanks once again for tuning in, everyone. We've had some fun with the Community Countryman, and now we've got this very exciting project to work on. Not sure that's the right word, but anyway, some of you are probably thinking, well, how did this happen? How has one of the nicest, cool cars of the early 2000s era find itself in this sorry state? So I'm going to go through a short reenactment as best as I can in my own special way to show you actually what happened. So the story goes, this car was up for sale for around about £16,500, and this guy had a buyer, and everything was fine, money was exchanged, happy days. The guy selling the car took it out for one last test drive, one last hurrah before he handed the keys over. Went around a corner a little bit too quick down a country lane, lost control and slammed straight into a lamppost. I mean, talk about a way to throw some money away. So he had to refund them back their money, obviously, took the car back in, it is unrecorded damage, and decided that, you know what, rather than trying to rescue it himself, he couldn't bear to see it, so it is now in my possession. Now inside this car is boxes and boxes of everything. All the parts that came off to get this engine out is inside this car, and I've just noticed there's a solid dent. Well, that's ruined the look of the car. Anyway, I haven't looked inside the boot yet because the battery's not connected and I put the key somewhere, so we're going to have a look in the boot anyway just to see if there's not magically an engine, but make sure there's some more bits in there, because I can imagine none of it's labelled, none of it's going to be parted out where it needs to be. This is going to be fun. I think first things first, let's have a look in the boot just to see what wonderful, well, it's probably going to be empty now, you watch. Okay, well, we can start, the key opens it. Oh. Okay, so that's the boot floor. There's something underneath the boot floor. What do we have? Oh, bollocks. We have bits. What do we have? That part of the rear subframe. Oh God, I'm making a mess of this. We've got a radiator there. I believe that's an oil cooler underneath as well. There's oil lines. There's plastic fascias. There's, oh God, that's all broken. Why have they kept it if it's broken? That's broken. Oh God, you can't even see. Oh God, that's all snapped. What's in here? Ow, just decimated my head on the fucking boot lid. What's in here? Timing chain kit. Well, that's a lot of sodding use without an engine. Oh, it's just a big box of bolts. Oh, I don't know where any of them are going to go. Is that an engine mount? Oh dear. Just noticed this milk bottle cut out to just hold even more bolts. Oh, I don't know where any of them go. That is an absolute Aladdin's cave of bits. Oh, farts. Have I left? Oh my God. Thank God. I left it in there then. Right, let's go and have a look inside the car. Right, we have got, as I climb in very gracefully. Oh, I'm, you know what, one of the saving graces, the fact that there is the mirror there, because they are not cheap. We've got coil plug jobbies. That's all the basically all the electrics for the car. Oh, there's an auxiliary belt. It's just something that's wrapped up in black. I don't know what that is. And then what do we have in the back seat? More shit. Headlights, they're expensive. Please don't be broken. Please don't be broken. Please don't be... Yes, it's not broken. For the others. Hang on. That's for the wrong sod inside. Ugh. Where's that even come from? Well, that's not even for this car. And there is just plastic. Oh, is that the slam panel? Oh, that saved me a few £100. Airbox. What's this? Something electronic. It's all well and good having all these extra bits and a car full of stuff. Oh, it's all just there, isn't it? It's all just everywhere. But that's not going to help us if we don't have an engine. Like that's yeah, it's great. Let's plug everything in. We're not going to go anywhere. But hang on, I've just noticed something else as well. Hang on. Oh, well, when you spin round. Ugh, you don't want to see that.
What a truly revolting sight.
There's no dials. And I haven't seen them anywhere, so that could be anywhere. Yeah, so anyway, engine. I have an engine. It's currently in a lockup on a pallet with a gearbox and an exhaust. So there's not a lot of these cars being broken around the country at the minute. You know, there's loads of E46s, so there's quite a lot of parts across the main E46 range that are chop and changeable. There's certain things that you can just take off of one and put on another, but there's an awful lot of parts specifically for the M3 that you just can't get anywhere unless you buy new, which is hard and expensive, or you go and find one that's up for break-in and they're always about 300 miles away. Like for now, I'm looking at getting the bonnet and the wing and the bumper, and they are dotted all across the country. So it's going to be a really fun trip going to get them. So we do have an engine, albeit not where I'd like it to be. It's on a pallet in a warehouse, along with a gearbox and an exhaust. So it's the full system. And the idea is that I've got a close mate of mine who has a 4-post ramp that we're going to be able to use. And he said it's fine, we can go there, we can put the engine in. Lucky for me, he's a bit better of a mechanic than I am. So he's going to give us a hand. He's going to be showing us exactly how we put the engine back in, what things to look out for. So hopefully I'm going to learn an awful lot along the way. I've never put an engine in before. So we will see how we get on. I think one of our first jobs is actually just to give this whole bay a really, really good clean. I'm never going to have an opportunity to get this deep into an engine and clean it properly whilst it's out. So first job then, let's give us a really good clean.
I lied.
Before I tackle the engine bay, obviously a few hours has passed, the joys of having a daytime job. I'm just going to see if I can pull out some of this arch and pull the bumper just so it lines up a little bit, and so that we can see what the damage is actually like and if there's anything structural that we need to fix. But I can't see any of that because this whole arch is buckled in. Let's get cracking. So I've got my handy tools. I've got mole grips and a hammer, the tools of a Neanderthal, but let's go.
The
the next day.
As you saw last night, I tried to bend this arch out as much as possible just to give the bonnet a bit of clearance so I could at least shut it. And just have a look underneath to see how bent is it. Am I going to need new wings? I'm going to need new chassis? I don't know. But anyway, got too dark and I got bored of bending it. So you join me now wearing a bib and brace, which means I look a bit like a shit hipster fisherman. But it's getting a bit chilly now and the tiny shorts are retired for the year, I think. So let's take the wing off and have an assessment underneath. I've already taken out some of the bolts down here and also a lot of bolts that are just out the side of the door here and just down the front. So we've got 2 more bolts left. I say bolts, they're really screws. Come on. Hopefully it doesn't fall down on me. Right, let's have a look at this then. Oh, that doesn't look good. Oh no. Oh, it's so much fucking worse. Oh.
I am never gonna financially recover from this.
Guys, this is quite bad. Oh, the whole arm's bent. I don't know what I'm gonna do. This is nice and can't see. This is nice and straight. And then as you get to here, that's where the kink is. That should carry on all the way down to here. But instead, it's folded right on this line here, which is quite close to the top of the suspension mount. It's just bent and buckled and come all the way and then ended up over here. That should be here. That's bent in quite some way. I mean, the suspension top looks absolutely fine. Like the important bit, like this is all okay. This is all structural. And the beam itself, that looks okay as well. We're gonna have to do some, I say we, someone is gonna have to do some cutting and some welding because that is not good. I mean, how's it looking in here? Even that's all bent. Oh, this might be a bigger job than I thought. So you join me inside the engine bay looking out because there's nothing inside the car. And as you've just seen, the tower is bent. And I've also had a look, and the front chassis leg is also bent. And that's a big concern. We can fix this. We can fix this and we just have to have faith. I'm gonna need some outside support here because I can use an angle grinder and cut it out, but I sure as hell can't put one back in. We can do this. Plan. There I was jumping the gun. Oh, I'm gonna clean the engine bay. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch that. We need a new front suspension tower. We need a new wing, a new bumper, a new bonnet, airbag. We also need various things which are broken in the boot. I think the airbox and a few other bits and bobs. So we need all those parts. Then I need to find someone who's going to help me weld that on. Then I can put all the parts on. Then I need someone to respray it. Then I need to get the engine in. Or do we do engine first? What do you reckon, everyone? Engine first to make sure it runs, or start with the bodywork? Leave a comment. What do you think? But look, I think that wraps up this episode. I've got myself in a world of shit. And it's going to cost me a lot of money. But we will get this running. We will get this running. Let's have faith. And I will see you in the next one.